what has the film industry in Michigan meant to you personally?
Well, to me personally, it's completely changed my life because it's given me the ability to really pursue my dream that I've had since I was little when I was acting in plays and theater.
And off the record, what's happened to the film industry in Michigan since Governor Snyder was elected?
Well, when Governor Snyder was first elected, I think we all, collectively thought, oh boy, this is it. But then initially nothing really happened. It was not until the announcement of his proposed budget that things really kind of came to a screech. Thank goodness for Ides of March. George Clooney loves us. I mean, aside from just the saving money, he likes working with us, and that's something that I found a lot is a number of people from out of state, when they do come here, they love our work ethic. They love the fact that we just want to make honest wages, and we are loyal, we're on time, we are good workers.
First of all, tell us your name.
My name is Mary Schmolka Jaffe.
Okay, and what have you been doing in the film industry?
I've been doing props and set dressing and some buying work.
So what's happened to the film industry that you're experienced since since the governor was elected?
It's come to a dead stop. It's stopped. There's 2 movies that I know of that are shooting here. I know 6 people that have moved out of state since it stopped. They've gone to LA or Louisiana to work on shows. And there's nothing here.
If the governor were sitting here with us today, what would you like to tell Governor Snyder?
Well, that maybe the incentives might need to be tweaked some, if he thinks it's too much money going into it. But it seems really silly to me to kill off one thing here that has brought hope and jobs and money into this state. What I made in 6 weeks working on Detroit 187 took me all year to make 2 years before. I don't understand why he's trying to kill an industry that is starting to establish itself here before it's finished being established, and he's kind of just walking all over us in the process.
You said too, we were talking before in the big room with all the hubbub, that you had a lot of friends that had voted for Governor Snyder.
Some friends, but also just a lot of people in general when you're talking or when you're on Facebook or when you're at one of these meetings talking to people, and I've heard so many people say they're sorry that they voted for him because they had no idea what he was going to do. Not just to the film incentives, but also to education and the pensions and everything else that he's planning on doing. He never spoke out loud about what he was going to do. And so people are now upset that they voted for him because they never would have had they known.
Right. And you said your husband is in education.
My husband works in the Rochester school system, and it concerns me that if all these cuts through education come through, that his job could be cut as well.
So you could both literally be out of work because of some of Governor Snyder's plans. So on the one hand, cutting education; on the other hand, cutting the film credits.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And we're a little worried.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Okay.
So stop it! That's what I want to say. Stop.
A new activist role for you?
It is.
Letters?
I never do this sort of thing. I never stand up and speak publicly. I'm one of those people that sits in the background and lets everyone else do it. But now you've stomped on my life.
Here with Governor Rick Snyder. So we just want to ask you a couple of questions about the film industry. First, I'd like to know why are you against the film credits?
Well, and thank you for inviting me to express my opinions. I appreciate that. The way I see it, it's like when I was a kid, and my dad would take us fishing, and we'd take a perfectly good minnow, and we'd put it on a hook, and we'd cast it out into a muddy lake. And if we got lucky, a big fish would hit it, and we'd snag that, and we'd reel it in, and we'd be standing there on the deck of the boat, and holding this big bass. And I'd think, oh, darn, I lost my minnow. That's kind of what I think about. We put a big load of bait out there and someone takes it. So that just doesn't seem fair to me.
Okay, and what are your thoughts about the people that work in the film industry?
I'm not sure I don't understand these creative types, and they just seem so flaky. So, all of those flaky creative types that support the film industry, and they know who they are. People like carpenters and electricians and displaced auto workers, and temporary businesses like lumber yards or hotels or car rental companies. All those flaky, creative Hollywood wannabes. I think they should just go back to where that business is based. where they belong. New Mexico.
Do you think there's anything that people could say to you that would help change your mind and be in favor of the film credits?
Everything I hear has been supportive. That's what I believe. I believe that people are often they're just too close-minded. They need to open up their thoughts and open their minds to the idea of being as short-sighted as I am. Because we really all need to sacrifice. We're all in this together. The seniors, the poor people, the students, the poor students, old people, old poor people. We're all in this together. We all have to sacrifice from the middle on down.
But not the rich people in Michigan.
Well, as I said, from the middle on down would probably be most appropriate.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Governor Snyder.
Thank you.